Are you looking for the best winter boots for men? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best winter boots for men on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Danner Arctic 600 Side Zip. With handsome looks built from a rugged history, Danner has been making quality boots out of Portland, Oregon, for nearly 90 years now. We've been wearing the brand's boots for about 30 of those years, and in that time it's become obvious that the Danner Arctic 600 Side Zip, $240, is just about the best winter boot we've had the pleasure of braving winter with. Offered up as a classic winter hiker, the Arctic 600 doesn't just look the part, though it does that very well, but is built with all the time-tested building blocks we've come to expect in a hardy winter boot. From the ground up, a Vibram Arctic grip outsole keeps the rubber side planted and provides added traction on icy trails and sidewalks. Mated to that is a suede leather upper bonded with a Danner dry waterproof membrane, and while it isn't the name brand stuff, it accomplishes the job with ease. The boot itself proved to be waterproof up to within 1.5 inches of the collar in our dunk testing. A gusset of the waterproof barrier sits behind the zipper to protect it, and the suede exterior of the Arctic 600 does a bang-up job of holding moisture at bay. The 200 grams of PrimaLoft insulation in these boots is just about right on the money for winter hiking in our opinion, as well. The boot shaft is 8 inches on the Arctic 600, and while that's plenty for winter trail tromping, those looking to wade into unpacked snow and slush ought to seek out something with a taller profile, such as the Baffin Control Max or LL Bean leather snow boots. $240 is also a high dollar compared to the rest of the market, but given the longevity we've experienced, we've got no problem recommending the Danner Arctic 600 Side Zip to anyone looking for a solid winter boot. Number 2. Kamik Nation Plus. Kamik just can't be beaten when it comes to budget boots, and the Nation Plus boots, $100, are a fan favorite. They're waterproof, warm, and impressively durable for the price. This is a fully waterproof lace-style leather boot bonded to a rubber sole. The removable liner traps heat using 200G 3M200 Thinsulate and gives them a whopping rating of 40 below. We did find the rating plenty warm when hanging around town doing errands or stationary activities, like watching a winter carnival parade. The Nation Plus soles have a lot of traction for a snow boot, much more than Sorel's venerable pack boot. Paired with its flex and snug lacing system, we found the boot helps you navigate ice and deep snow more easily than Sorel's, too. These are big, burly snow boots. What you gain in warmth and height, you sacrifice in mobility and weight. For more active adventures, we recommend a winter hiking boot. If you are looking for a sturdy, cold weather boot for occasional use, this one is a no-brainer. Number 3. Allen Edmonds Park City Lace-Up Weatherproof Boot. Allen Edmonds was likely your grandfather's favorite shoe. The US-made quality has always been stellar, but the brand has fallen out of favor with younger buyers over the years. The brand has revitalized its look to appeal to a new generation of customers. One of our favorite formal winter boots for fall is the Park City Boot, $475. Made in the brand's Wisconsin factory, the boots feature a waterproof membrane between the Horween leathers. The upper is stitched down to a soft, air-blown Vibram Gloxy outsole. It's comfortable and has fantastic wet surface traction. Wearing more like a foul-weather chukka, the boot doesn't have a lot of ankle support and is slightly oversized to accommodate a thicker sock for insulation. If you want a more secure fit, size down half a size. This is entirely forgivable for an office boot. In fact, our only gripe might be the braided gold laces borrowed from a traditional workbook. If you're already in for $475, we'd recommend upgrading to a nicer lace. Check out Pisgah Range's assortment of handcrafted lace upgrades. Number 4. Keen Revel 4 Mid Polar Boot. Immediately out of the box, the Keen Revel 4 Mid Polar Boot, $180, feels amazing. The padding is generous, and the volume is ample. The boots have extra volume over the top of the foot and in the toe box, which is critical for keeping the toes warm. This also makes it a good fit for a variety of foot widths. Beefed up with waterproof, salt-resistant leather and rubber rands, the Revels resist wear and tear and ice-melting chemicals that can be hard on boots. The boot rides over sharp-edged 5mm lugs that really bite into the crust. And like Vibrams Arctic Grip, used in Danner's Arctic 600, Keen has its own slip-reducing rubber pads. They give you noticeably better traction on slick, wet ice. With so many good attributes, it was tough not to award the Revel 4 as our favorite boot this winter. It's warm, comfortable, and secure around the foot. Our only criticism is that we wish the Revel was a little stiffer, and hence more predictable and stable when hiking across pockmarked snow trails. Still, the Revel 4 is a very capable winter boot. It is offered in both an 8-inch version and a tall one. If you're really stepping out into deep powder, like elk hunts in winter, we'd recommend investing in the high-collar boot. It's also rated down to -40 degrees, which makes it a true polar boot. Number 5. XTRATUF 6-Deck Ankle Boot. We've worn our XTRATUF 6-inch deck ankle boots, $105, nearly year-round. They're easy to slip into, and they have a little tab in the back that helps get them off the heels. They don't have a lot of support, so don't expect to do heavy work in them. And the neoprene starts to lose its insulation value at around 40 degrees Fahrenheit. But we always keep our pair by the back door. They're great for quick errands and running trash out back, and they're just about perfect for gardening. The highest accolades we could probably give them don't actually come from us. It comes from my sprinkler guy. All he wears are low-cut rubber boots. He saw our boots and asked where we got them. He now lives in his 6-inch XTRATUF deck boots.